So it's been 4 months of selling this new product on Amazon and things aren't going exactly as planned. Hey, how's it going guys? Yaniv here and welcome back to another video. If you guys have been subscribed here for a little while, then you probably know that I launched a completely new product in a completely new market a little while back, and I've been sharing every step of the journey with you guys. I've done a 2-week update and a 2-month update, and now it's gonna be the 4-month update. And in this update, things are not going as well as in the other two. A lot of things have not been going my way in terms of trademarks, in terms of hijackers, Chinese sellers, and just a whole bunch of other stuff that I'll share in this video in hopes of helping you if you run into any of this stuff. I know sometimes with YouTube channels like this, you can get caught up in trying to just show the good stuff about running a business and, kind of just share when everything's, is going well. But like I said, in this journey, I want to share the good and the bad and show you that sometimes when you run a real business, things aren't always rainbows and unicorns and sunshine. Sometimes things get a little bit rough. And hopefully I'll show you guys how to be able to deal with that stuff as well. So here we are in the business reports. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna just do a quick rundown of our journey so far. If I go back to March when we first started, past it there. In March, we started around, I think the 7th, but I'll start just the month of March and show you guys how that was. So in the first month, we did, 6,000. That was the first, we had like 2 weeks of sales there. Then if I put that up for another month, you can see that we had even more sales. We did 32,000 there in about a month and a half. And then if we go to May, you can see it just keeps going up and up and up, right? Every month we're beating the previous month and we're crushing our goals. And we did 71,000 in sales in like 2.5 months, less than 2.5 months. Then if we go to June, you can see that we do have some peaks and valleys and stuff, but overall the trends are starting to look go the other way. And that was, very worrying for me. Obviously, I'm trying to understand like why this is happening. Every month we were crushing it and then something happened right here and it continued to the next month. Now it's July 10th. And as you can see, we kind of went even lower, but right about here, we're starting to stabilize. We're starting to stabilize. I'm starting to see the sales going back up now and we're slowly inching our way back up. And like I said in this video, what I want to do is even though you just got the update, there's so many things that have caused this that I want to share with you. And first thing I want to start off, which is our tip number 1, which is essentially to make sure that you're checking all of your deals. And what I mean by deals, there's 2 types of deals. There's lightning deals, and then there's 7-day deals. The reason I say this is because right about here, where our first peaks, or rather our first downswing here happens. One of my main competitors actually started a 7-day deal. And what this is just basically a big deal. You have a badge that says limited time deal on your product. And what ended up happening is, as you can see, for the next week, he actually took about 20 to 30% of our sales. It was super powerful. And so one of the big things that I'm making sure that I'm checking now is you go to advertising and you check the deals page and you make sure if you have a 7-day deal available, it makes a huge difference. So if your product is struggling, or if you just want to get more sales, get more ranking, that's a super awesome way to do it. Unfortunately, Amazon picks and chooses who can have that 7-day limited time deal. But if you have it, it's probably worth checking it out as long as the numbers make sense for you. Right over here is the, right after his deal ended right here, you can see we had 81 units. And then after on the June 22nd, which was Prime Day, we did 105 units. So it was really, really great there as well. But then obviously, as you continue, you can see that it continues to go down. What ended up happening post Prime Day was a continued influx of new Chinese sellers. If you guys watched my last update or my other videos, I talk about how in this market especially, we've been having a lot of Chinese sellers coming in here and some certain ways that we're dealing with that, obviously differentiation being the main one. But that doesn't matter because when there's so many coming in, they are gonna siphon some of your sales. So that was part of it. But really the worst part about all this was that those Chinese sellers weren't taking necessarily sales away from me, but they were taking sales away from my main competitors. And what that made them do was go from a price of $20 to a price of one of my main competitors went to $15, so $14.99. And then one of my other main competitors went to $16.99. So they were both at above $20, above 20, and they basically dropped their price by 25%. And that was due to obviously them not having any differentiation. So when the new Chinese sellers came in, they were siphoning their sales. And in turn, what they had to do was they had to battle on price because they didn't have anything different there. And in turn, it's all cascading to me, where now my main competitors lowered the price, and because they have good reviews too, they have a lot of reviews as well. They're siphoning some sales away from us too, and that's what was happening here. Unfortunately, there was even more than that in this downhill week here, especially right about the beginning of July until basically the 7th. We had we had two hijackers. One of them we got off away with very, very easily and very, very fast. And the second one just kept sticking around. No matter what we did, we could not get rid of them. And at one point, they made us, because they were dropping their price super low to try to steal our sales. We had to sell our product for 50% less than original. And the only reason we did that was because I would rather not I would rather not make a single cent in profit than to allow a hijacker to sell to one of my customers, them to get some fake product that's low quality, and then to leave a negative review on our listing. So that's why we also had the problem where we had to lower our sales here, our actual price point, and that made it hugely difficult. On top of that, eventually we actually got rid of them. And it's actually a funny story, because we got rid of them, and the way we did it, actually, I can share with you guys if you want. It's a little bit of an in-depth process. So if you guys want to learn about how I get rid of hijackers within like 24 hours, 99% of them within 24 hours, they're gone from my listing. And it's not just a simple cease and desist. It's a whole process that I use, and it works like magic. So if you do want to see that, drop a like down below. Let's get 100 likes in the next 24 hours, and I'll film out this video, teach you guys if you are struggling with hijackers. It's a new thing. It's a phenomenal process, and it's super effective. But you do need to know how to use it properly, because if you make just one single mistake, what happened to me can happen to you. And that is, after reporting the seller, what ended up happening is he got removed, and about 2 hours later, the whole listing was removed. And as you can see with the pop-up I'm going to put here, you can see that it said that there was a trademark infringement complaint on our listing. And for us to be able to sell this product, we needed to get the rights permission from the person who made the claim. And as you can see there, it says Yaniv Itzkovich, and then it says my email. So basically, I had reported myself for selling my own product on Amazon, and Amazon had banned me. And the only way I was going to get back was to get permission from myself to sell my own product on my own listing. So things can go wrong. And when that happened, about a day's worth of sales were gone. Right about here, you can see it was 22 units we sold that day, because for most of the day we were just banned. The listing was offline. Luckily, we got that sorted out. But as you can see, there's so many things that can go wrong, and usually when a little bit goes wrong, it starts to pile on and stack onto that. And if you're part of my Ecom Limitless program, you work with me, I mentor you and stuff, you'll know that one of the biggest things I try to teach and try to instill into my students is persistence. Because in business and in life, there's so many things that are gonna not go your way. There's, not everything is gonna be super easy. You need to fight for what you want. You need to work for what you want. And sometimes that means, things like this happen to you, where Amazon, removes your own listing because it thinks that you're reporting yourself for selling on here. But it just, things happen, right? Hijackers come in, they steal sales, they ruin markets, but the most important thing is to stay persistent, to continue to work hard, to remember and vision your goal and continue to work towards that goal. And that's one of the biggest keys I can give you, is just to stay persistent. Sometimes you're gonna have to open a case with Amazon 100 times before it gets solved. But that's just the way it works sometimes, and it's gonna be like that for everything. So if you don't have that thick skin, if you don't have that ability to persist and to work for what you want, well, then this whole journey is gonna be really, really hard for you. And hopefully that this video is, kind of showing you that it's not only you that has to deal with this, even the successful Amazon sellers have to deal with this also. And to drive that point even deeper for you, we actually just launched a new product, or we were getting to the process of launching a new product in this, kind of space as well, completely non-related to this one. But what ended up happening is we got our first 1-star review on that product. The funny thing is, we only had sold 1 unit of that product, and it was to our photographer. So the review that we got was actually a 1-star review, an unverified review from what I believe is just a competitor, or from just some random person who was trying to ruin the listing. And like I said, this point right here is going to drive home persistence to you, because if you guys know, when you get a review on Amazon, it's nearly impossible to get that review removed. And if you've launched on Amazon, you know that if you get a first review that's a 1-star, it's almost like a nail in the coffin. It is really, really hard to come back from that. But what I ended up doing is I ended up reporting the review. reporting it to Amazon, explaining to them, hey guys, this is obviously a fake review. We've only sold one unit of this product. You know, it couldn't have, like this person couldn't have been leaving a review on this product. It wasn't a real review because, you know, they never bought it. And we've never sold this product before anywhere. So it's definitely a fake review. And over and over and over again, we got people saying like, nope, the review stands, the review stands, the review stands. I think I must have opened up like 40 or 50 cases with Amazon until eventually one morning I woke up, I checked the listing, and the review was removed. So again, just remember guys, persistence is key, especially in business. Fight for what you want. You will get it as long as you work for that. And remember too that no matter how good it looks and how easy, let's say not easy, but simple it is to sell on Amazon, never get comfortable just selling on Amazon. Never get comfortable just selling on one platform. Remember that you need to spread out. You need to build a real business, and a real business never relies on one person or one thing to control its income and control, you know, the whole business. Because if you have a business, let's say we have a business right now, we made $120,000 in about 3.5 months, and in one click like this, Amazon removed our listing and stopped all our ability to make money. And that's the exact reason why we're now moving to our own website as well. We're starting our own influencer marketing, our own social media marketing, and we're gonna build this into a real brand. I know I've been saying this for a while, but it's true. This is what you have to do. You have to have an Amazon presence because I believe that's, you know, probably the simplest way to get a business started and to prove concept and prove demand for our market. But after that, take that money, and exactly what we're doing with this is we're reinvesting back in our business, building our own website, getting our own branding done, getting our own pictures and all that stuff, and, you know, really taking this to the next level. And like I said, in the next few, you know, months and, you know, 3-4 months, hopefully I'll be able to share with you the product, the website, the branding, what we did. And, you know, truthfully, if you want to see that stuff, right, I will be sharing it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it, because, you know, on Amazon is great. Amazon is great. Amazon is the best place to start. But if you're successful on Amazon, you must grow as well. There's a lot of bullshit that's going to happen on Amazon. There's a lot of bullshit that's going to happen on your own website as well, and in your own company. But like I said, persistence is key. Now, if you got this far in the video, you're obviously super serious about Amazon. And if you are, then you should definitely check out and consider enrolling in my Ecom Limitless program. It's all the exact steps and strategies that I took with this business to be able to grow it, you know, to $120,000 plus in 3.5 months. So this is a multi-six-figure business, multi-six-figure profit per year business as well. So if you're just getting started, or if you're an experienced seller, this program is meant to, you know, meet you where you are and then grow and scale your skills from there. As along with my one-on-one mentorship, there's really nothing that we can't do, nothing that I can't help with, and no business or product that I can't improve. So definitely hit the link, go check out some of the success stories there. And if you're interested, enroll in the program. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.